Howdy doodly there, it is Gimpseed here, just to inform you, I'm using Minto as my PNG for my character now. Due to them having pretty similar powers, he can move very fast and shoot for kunai and he can teleport to those locations. Then Hikari can just move at the speed of light, so I'm just going to use him instead of using my awful drawings. And sorry for the birds tweeting in the background, they're very annoying. Sorry. That's gonna be through the whole entire video. A week after the hero versus villain training arc, Hikari was walking to school, and then when he turned the corner to school, he got bombarded by the press. How's it to be taught by All Might? Can I go to school please? No, just answer the question. Hikari's eyebrows started twitching. Ma'am, I don't think you heard me. Clearly, I want to go to school. The journalist didn't move and just kicked his way through the press and walked into school. When Hikari walked into class, the rest of the class was already there. And to Hikari's shock, they were arguing. Sorry for being late. And Hikari took a seat next to Bakugo. What did I miss? Hikari asked. You missed a lot, you damn weirdo, Bakugo yelled. Oh, okay. Hey Momo, what is everybody arguing about? Oh, so we're basically arguing about who should be the class rep. Really? Why don't you just choose someone who's level-headed during stressful situations and who ranked high in the quirk assessment test thingy? Hikari was confused that so many people in his class were arguing about such a small thing. Like, I mean, it shouldn't be that hard, right? Anyway, wake me up when this is done. But if we're doing the voting system, I'm voting for Momo. Then Hikari fell asleep on his desk instantly. Did he fall asleep? Seems so. We should do a democratic vote, Ida yelled. Sounds good. That sounds like a good idea. Then Momo becomes the class rep because of Hikari being the best and his words have meaning. So Momo becomes class rep and Deku becomes deputy class rep. Hikari was still asleep, so they had to wake him up so he wouldn't miss out some tasty lunch made by the cooking pro. When they got into the lunchroom, Hikari ate alone. Then out of nowhere, the emergency alarm went off. Hikari, instead of panicking, went to sleep, knowing it was probably the dumb press and journalists. So then Ida tells everybody to be calm, and as a result, he becomes the deputy class rep instead of Deku. The next day, when Mr. Osawa came into the room, he told everybody that they were going to be doing some rescue training with two other heroes. Most of the students were excited, so when Ida told them to get into two straight lines getting into the bus, everyone didn't like that. You know the meme. Everybody liked that, but it's the exact opposite. No one liked that. Ida's popularity went down after that, and soon after killed himself. Just kidding, that's not a part of the story or the script here, so Ida lives another day. When they were on the bus, Hikari went to sleep. Bakugo, annoyed by his loud snoring, made an explosion next to Hikari's ear. Hikari didn't even flinch, just opened his eyes and glared at Bakugo, making Bakugo shiver. Then Hikari said, I need sleep. I didn't sleep last night, man. My quirk, I need sleep. Just shut up. And then Hikari closed his eyes and began snoring again. Everybody in the bus laughed. When the bus finally arrived to the USJ, Bakugo dragged Hikari out of the bus due to Hikari still sleeping. Bakugo got mad that Hikari was still sleeping and threw him on the floor, as hard as he could. And then Hikari finally woke up. Oh shit. Oh shit. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to fall asleep. Hikari stated, apologizing to Mr. Aisawa. Mr. Aisawa just hit Hikari on the head, giving him a big bruise on top. Then they entered the USJ. When they entered, they were greeted by the Rescue Hero 13. When the Rescue Hero 13 was explaining what the USJ was all about, a large black portal opened up and a bunch of people came out of it. Mr. Aisawa told everybody to get back. Kirishima thought that the training had already begun, but Mr. Aisawa reassured everybody that these were actual villains. Hikari yelled at Mr. Aisawa, "I can help! I can take them down with my quirk. My quirk is made for this stuff. Not your quirk. Your quirk is made for close quarter combat and one-on-one situations." "No! 13, make sure that they stay safe," Aisawa yelled. "Got it. Everybody, let's get out of here," 13 yelled, running towards the exit. Then a big black portal opened up in front of them, blocking the exit. Then Hikari made a split-second decision. "Sorry, 13. Sorry, Teach. Don't mean to make your day even more of a hassle." Then Hikari used his quirk. There was a loud bang, and the black portal cloud thing disappeared. All that remained there was a dust. Then 13 and the other students looked behind them, and behind them was a huge dust cloud that formed in the middle of the USJ. When the dust cloud finally settled, all the villains had been knocked out. Hikari was standing fist clenched in front of Shigaraki. Then Hikari fell over and began snoring. Shigaraki began screaming furiously. "How could this brat do this? Nomu, torture this boy to death!" Then the Nomu began crushing and twisting Hikari's left arm, making him suffer. But Hikari was sleeping. He couldn't feel a single thing. Back with the main group, 13 yelled at Ida to get reinforcements, but he tried protesting, but 13 was having none of it, and yelled at Ida and told him to get the heroes at UA before the villains get here. Ida rushed out of the USG as fast as he could, leaving some dust behind him as he ran. Back to Hikari and Mr. Aisawa. "God damn it, you little brat. Do you know how much paperwork I have to do now?" Mr. Aisawa muttered it while throwing his capture band at Shigaraki. Shigaraki put his palm up to destroy the capture tape, but his quirk was erased by Mr. Aisawa. Mr. Aisawa was about to punch Shigaraki in the face, but then the Nomu came in between them. Mr. Aisawa looked at where the Nomu was torturing Hikari, and there was blood gushing from his legs and his left arm. Then the Nomu grabbed Mr. Aisawa's face and began crushing it against the floor. Mr. Aisawa began coughing blood. He tried erasing the Nomu's quirk, but it didn't change anything. Then, out of nowhere, All Might crashed through the entrance and rushed towards the Nomu, who was squashing Mr. Aisawa's head. And All Might punched Nomu, but it really didn't have any effect. Sadly, All Might was struggling to fend off the Nomu. All Might began steaming. All Might, sensing that his time was already running out, began punching faster and faster. Then the Nomu began glowing redder, where he had been getting hit from by All Might. Then All Might screamed, "Texas Smash!" And then the Nomu flew out of the USJ. Before All Might could rush towards Shigaraki, more steam came out of All Might, making him unable to move any further. But luckily, the pro heroes arrived at the scene to support All Might and the other students. Before the heroes could get to Shigaraki, the guy with the purple mist returned to Shigaraki's side and teleported them out of there. When the heroes made sure that all the heroes were captured and rounded up, they made sure that the students were okay. There were no major casualties except for All Might, Hikari, and Mr. Aisawa. Hikari's left arm's bones were basically shattered into pieces, and Hikari's leg muscles were torn apart. Hikari awoke, laying in the bed at the school's hospital. He looked at the clock next to him and saw it had been 12 hours after the USJ was attacked. Hikari groaned while he tried getting out of bed, but his legs buckled beneath him, and he felt a sharp pain in his left arm. Then, "Hey, you little brat, you shouldn't do that again, or I'll have to do even more paperwork. And if you do that again, well, there's gonna be some major consequences for you," Mr. Aisawa said, lying in the hospital bed wrapped in bandages. "Don't worry, sir. I'll only do that in life or death situations," Hikari said, smiling. "You know, I'm done writing for today. I need to put out a video. It's already almost 4 and I just finished recording, so, you know, yeah. If you know, you know. Hopefully you liked this video. If you did, smash the subscribe button and what? Wait. What? We don't do that in this channel? You sure? Huh? So I've been informed that I would sound like a complete idiot if I actually did that. So, yeah, bye. Why am I so bad at this? Then. Okay, that wasn't in the script, but